guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Lanice and I'm the creator of Treats with Lanice, where I love to share bits of treats with all who love to eat. So today we're going to be having a very special video. This is going to be my first instructional video on YouTube and I'm so grateful that you are here. Today we are going to be learning how to make macarons. Macarons are one of the top selling items in my bakery, and I have done many macaron classes where I have taught lots of beautiful women and men how to make macarons, and today I want to show you how to do macarons. So stick with this video, follow it step by step, and even if you fail, try it again and again and again. Macarons are those kind of cookies where you really just need to be patient, be delicate, and if you need to try it again, just follow the steps again until you get the perfect feet on these macarons. I have my stand mixture here, and I'm going to add my egg whites. And I have my splash vanilla and pinch of salt. The recipe will be linked down below for you all to capture. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that bad boy, and we're gonna power it up. Be needing granulated sugar for this recipe. So once your egg whites start frothing, we're gonna stream that in. So that's what we're gonna do right now because the egg whites have come to a froth. And we're gonna let this run all the way to stiff peak. And I'll show you guys what stiff peak looks like. When you reach the perfect stiff peak, you will see that your egg whites literally look stiffed. So at this stage is where I like to add food coloring. So I'm gonna add my food coloring, mix this for 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next step. Such a pretty color. All right guys, so we have egg whites. Yay! Now we need to actually sift our dry ingredients on top of our egg whites, because that's what's gonna solidify and give us a batter, and then we're gonna be able to pipe that out. So let's start sifting. So here's what the macaronage process is. The actual mixing of the almond flour into the egg whites and the powdered sugar. So we want to gently fold because we just worked really hard to get those egg whites whipped, and we don't want to deflate them right away. But I do have some sad news. We are going to deflate them just a little bit. So right now we're just trying to incorporate the flour, just softly pushing it down, scraping and folding. Nice and slowly. This is something that should not be rushed. Now I can tell you I've made some macarons on the fly. However, I can make them like the back of my hand, so I do not suggest for you to rush. Take your time, enjoy the process. This is a cookie well worth the wait. Here we go. We're able to make the figure 8 without it breaking. So now we're gonna get this in a piping bag. So the easiest way to get things in your piping bag is to have a cup. So, a cup, and now I can easily scoop my batter. Okay, so you don't want to overfill your piping bag. You want to be able to have full control of piping. This batter is a very loose batter, so we want to make sure that you're applying very light pressure. So, you're going to start in the center and create a tail. Center, create a tail. And you're just going to keep the same motion, very softly, very loosely. The macarons will spread just a tad bit, so I recommend if you do have a macaron mat that you do not go the full size, that you allow small space, because we are also going to be tapping these down. Now that I have them all piped out, what I love to do is I'm gonna tap them down just to get out any additional air bubbles. So 1, 2, 3, and you'll see some of the air bubbles actually pop as you're doing that. Let's see a few more, so I'm just gonna tap a little more. And now I'm gonna take my sanding sugar and I'm just gonna put it right on top. And these are gonna bake so pretty. And now we have to let these rest for at least 30 to 45 minutes. You want this to rest in a cool, very cool environment with low moisture. Macarons hate moisture. Do not put these by your sink. If you have a fan, even better, get it running, a fan running on them so it dries it. So I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. So these have rested for 45 minutes, and the best way to tell that they're ready to bake is if you put your finger over it, it has a skin. So that means that the macarons have actually dried over, and this is how you're gonna get those pretty feet. So we went ahead and started preheating our oven. I have a convection oven, so I preheated it to about 315, and I'm gonna bake these off for 10 minutes. Every oven is different, so I would recommend that you test a small batch of macarons at a time, but for my oven, 315 for 10 minutes works perfectly. Alright, so what I did was I picked the prettiest macarons out of the batch and I found their twin. What does it mean to find the twin? So every macaron is different, just like all of us. I found the one that matches the size. So I wanted to do at least 5 of them because I know that's how many I can eat without feeling too guilty. Okay, so I have a strawberry cheesecake filling. I make strawberry cheesecake donuts that are a huge hit at my bakery, and I had some laying around and I was like, man, this would taste really good in between the macaron. However, normally what I do is I have an Italian buttercream that I pipe around, and I usually put some kind of filling in the center. In the future, I'll be doing a video of all the different kinds of flavor of macarons that I have found to be my favorite. And these are like empty canvases, right? Like you get to create whatever it is that you want inside. You could do a chocolate caramel macaron, you could do a strawberry cheesecake macaron, you could do a vanilla macaron, you could do a coffee macaron. The list goes on and on and on. So these, I'm just gonna do the strawberry cheesecake because it's such a rich filling that I think it will be enough. So I'm gonna just snip my little pastry bag. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Come on, here we go. And I'm just going to pipe a generous amount of strawberry cheesecake. Oh yeah. That makes me happy. And then we are gonna find the twin and we are going to sandwich and we're gonna do the others. was a delicious bite. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I encourage you, try this recipe. It'll be linked in the description. Share with your friends. They'll love you more. Thank you.